Hello YouTube, welcome to the garage. I just wanted to kind of update you on my progress with the Vapor Blaster project here. And in my other videos I was talking about how the 1/4 inch section that goes from the regulator up to where it goes in the cabinet here was real restrictive and was actually causing a problem with the efficiency of the machine. The machine isn't operating at its peak efficiency since it has this, issue here. And I want to upgrade it to a 1/2 inch because I have a 1/2 inch going from, can you see it? Okay. It goes 1 inch from the compressor, all the way from the compressor, and then it goes down to 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch over to the regulator, and then, like I said, the machine itself has 1/4 inch here. And what I want to do is replace all of this with 1/2 inch and keep it the same all the way from where it goes from 1 inch to 1/2 inch all the way inside, because the hose inside is 1/2 inch. I want to keep it all the same. And according to just doing some research, this 1/4 inch section should be restricting the flow. Okay, well, I want to kind of prove that. And Matt from the How To Motorcycle Repair, he sent me a link to one of his videos where it shows how to calculate CFM. And so what I'm going to do is I want to actually prove, is there a difference? I think there's going to be a difference between the flow through a 1/4 inch and if that's all 1/2 inch, but I want to find out. And so I got thinking about when I'm putting this together, and I was looking at the parts I bought. I want to make sure that I'm not replacing a problem with a problem, because I got to looking at, I've got the new elbows, actually, this elbow right here. I've got the larger bulkhead fitting that's going to go here, but I've got the larger elbow. All right, like I said, I don't want to replace a problem with a problem. And I was looking inside of these things. Let me see if I can get a flashlight. I don't know if you'll be able to see in it. Here, let me just bear with me. I'm going to see if I can look and see if you can see in the camera. I don't know how well, might not be bright enough. It's hard to see, but there's where they plunged into, I don't know if I go this way. There, okay, there, you can see a little better that way. Where they plunged the tool in, and then also they plunged the tool in that way. There's a ridge in there. Okay, and now, I'm not an artist, so along with an engineer, but, what it is, just bear with me. You got the elbow, and then where they plunge the tool in, basically you have that. You have this ridge in there. Let me get you zoomed up. There's that ridge in there, okay? And like I said, I'm trying to reduce the restriction as much as I possibly can, but when I'm replacing, what I'm complaining about with something that's got a problem. So what I wanted to do is get rid of that, so I'd have something like that. Okay, and let me back you back out here. So what I did is, it's in my pocket. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay, let me see if I can get you to see in here. Can you see that that ridge is gone? What I did was I had some bits here. I've got a bit. Okay, I bought this bit, and what I did, put it on my drill press. I'm trying to look at the little screen here to see what you're seeing. On my drill press, and I went down in there, and both ways, I plunged down in there and opened that up. So that ridge is gone. Okay, so that way I have the same, area, the same volume can go through here, because there's nothing restricting it. Okay, that was one issue that I saw, and that's how I fix it. So it might be just a minuscule thing, but I would just guess it would cause some problems and in restrictions. So I want as little restrictions as I possibly can get. Okay, that was one of them. And then as far as the hose barbs, okay, where I have to hook the hoses on, I got to looking inside them. Let me see what you can see here. Okay, where they plunged in this way, it's flat. It was just a flat boring tool that they went down and stopped when they had to stop. But with that, okay, let's get rid of that. So with the hose barb, the thing I was concerned about was you have basically this. All right, so you have this flat surface here that, when you have your air coming through this way, it's going to be hitting this and bouncing back, and you're going to have all kinds of turbulence right here. And, I think that would restrict flow. Again, the question is how much? I don't know. But what I wanted to do was to see if I could, reduce the restriction as much as possible. So, and obviously you're going from a larger size here to a larger size there. So what I thought is if I could figure out how to kind of at least make it a gradual change into there. Although, yes, you're going from a larger space here to a smaller space here, you're going to have, an increase in velocity, but a decrease in pressure, but, you're not going to have any net loss. So, but I thought if I could reduce any kind of, restriction from just the turbulence and that kind of stuff, again, it might be, you might need like the most expensive, and sensitive test equipment in the world to see the difference. But I thought I wanted to give it a try. So what I did was I got myself a bit. I got this bit here. And what I did was I put it on my drill press. And you're probably not going to be able to see that. The difference, I don't know, can you see that? Where, that ridge, that sharp ridge is gone. Because I put this in there and, basically made that. So, again, will this, make any big difference? I don't know. But I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to, give this its best chance of getting the most efficiency as possible. So as far as, the parts I, bought that I had to modify, that's what I did with those. So what I'm going to do is with the calculations, the formulas that Matt sent, in that link, I'm going to do some testing before I do these changes here. Before I change all of that out, I want to, what I'm going to do is I'll charge the compressor to, I'm thinking like 150 PSI, and then I'll disconnect the hose inside from the gun, and I'll start at 150. Step on the treadle with so the gun. I don't want the gun to be restricting, anything, as far as the CFM. So it's just going to be coming out of that half-inch hose, and I'll have the regulator set at 60 psi. So what I'm going to do is go from 150 psi down to 90, and I'm going to time that. And I'll probably do it three times just to get an average to make sure it's, accurate. So what I'm going to do is go blow it down from 150 to 90 at 60 psi through the regulator without the gun on it. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'll change all of this out to the half-inch and with the little modifications I made on the pieces, And then I'm going to do the same thing, 150 psi down to 90 psi, and through the 60 psi on the regulator. And that's a precision regulator, so it'll be accurate. So I want to compare apples to apples. So once I go change from the 1/4 inch to the 1/2 inch, I want to see if there's any difference. And I should be able to calculate the exact CFM with the formula that Matt provided. So I'm going to do that. I've got all the stuff I need to change the over to 1/2 inch. And there's a couple other things I'm going to do. Is I'm actually going to put an hour meter on this thing, and so it's not that I'm using that to charge people per hour when I do work, but I want this on there so I know how many hours are on the media. And it's real simple to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wire this into the motor circuit and the pump circuit, because the only time the media is getting any kind of wear on it is when the pump is running. And I don't want to just have it when I turn like the lights on that this comes on, because it can sit there for hours and nothing's happening. I want to know how many hours are in the media. So that's what this is for. It's going to be run off the motor of the pump. So I will have exactly, I'll be able to record when I put the media in, and when I change the media, I'll know how many hours are on it. And also, I got the windshield wiper for it, and I'm going to put another light in it. This is the exact same light that's in there. It's on one side. This is going to be on the other side. That light puts out pretty good amount of light, but this will be for the other side, and so I won't have any shadows. So I just want to kind of update you where I'm at with this project. And so I'm going to do the testing to calculate the CFM throughput on it as it stands. Then I'm going to do the changes. Then I'm going to calculate the CFM throughput after the changes, and to see if there is any difference. So that remains to be seen, and I'll share those results with you. And then I'm going to do the testing between the gun that came with this and the HTMR gun. So hopefully within the next few days I'll have this all taken care of. I'm going to do all the calculations, and I'll share it with you and do some testing and see what else we're going to do with this machine. There's several things I want to blast with it, and I'm really curious and anxious to see what it will do with different materials. So until then, if you could like and subscribe, it would really help out the channel, and I would appreciate it more than you know. And I will see you in the next video.